Hi, I'm Bill Howden, and today we're talking about the costs of surrogacy. So what goes into your cost of surrogacy, into that $150,000 budget, right? Well, let's assume for a moment that you're in the US. The biggest cost is going to be your surrogate herself, right? And this is actually true worldwide. But in the US, a typical surrogate is going to cost you about $50,000, right? Now, $35,000 of that is what we would call a base salary, and that is how much she gets paid just for getting pregnant and delivering your baby. But that is not the total of her salary, right? The total of her package. Her compensation package includes a lot of benefits that you should always take into consideration. And by the way, if you're thinking about finding your own surrogate and doing an independent surrogacy journey, and you have someone who's interested in becoming a surrogate, you're going to have to provide these benefits to her as well. So keep this in mind. In addition to her base pay, the surrogate is going to be getting a monthly allowance, and this could be anywhere from $200 to $300 a month during the pregnancy, right? Just to cover the costs of being pregnant. Every time your surrogate then starts a cycle, whenever she starts taking medications, she's going to be asked to receive, say, $1,000 for what we would call a start meds fee. Right? Now, your surrogate, remember, when she becomes pregnant, before she becomes pregnant, she has to go through a lot of fertility treatments. So that means that she's going to start a protocol with daily hormone injections, right? And then she's going to go through an embryo transfer, which is in itself a pretty invasive procedure, right? So anytime she goes through one of those procedures, she's expected to get some small compensation. Maybe it's $1,000, maybe it's $1,500, right? So that's a start med fee, embryo transfer fee. In addition, while she's pregnant, she's going to ask for maternity clothes, right? It's only reasonable, since she's going to need a whole new outfit, that you're going to spend $750 for a new set of maternity clothes. If she's expecting twins, it'll probably be even higher than that. Those are what we would call sort of the standard benefits. But there's also what we would call what if benefits, right? What if my surrogate comes down pregnant with twins? Well, in that case, your surrogacy contract is probably going to award her an additional $5,000 to $10,000 worth of compensation just for the difficulty of carrying twins pregnancy. Then there are medical complications, various medical complications like an ectopic pregnancy, right? Or something that results in a full or partial hysterectomy. Under the contract, likely she's entitled to anywhere from $9,000 to $15,000, right? In case of some sort of complication that involves a surgical procedure. But the worst, right? Or depending on how you look at it, the worst possible benefit that you could pay out of pocket that could be added to your budget would be if there's a complication during the pregnancy and she is entitled to bed rest. Now, bed rest, if your surrogate is working, means that she's not going to work, and so you are obligated to pay for her lost wages. If she has children, and all surrogates do, you should be paying for childcare to take care of her children while she is in bed rest. You almost certainly are going to have to provide some support for housekeeping. Since she can't take care of her house, she's going to have a keeper come in and clean the place and arrange things. All of those are reasonable benefits to expect with your surrogate, and all of those are going to push that basic compensation level from $35,000 up to $50,000.